Hello everybody, welcome back to War and Pieces. It's number one, good to be back here, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to be on BGG. I just think the additional segment helps a bit, because we can talk about things that I don't think a lot of people would understand. But today we're going to talk about something that, as I was cleaning up around here, I ran into part of our wargaming hobby is not only just board games or big huge maps on the table. It's actually reenactments with micro armor. Now, if anybody's ever gotten GHQ micro armor, you realize how small and the task and everything that comes with it. But some of you out there might be going, what's micro armor? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to go down to the table and show you guys some micro armor that I ran into. And it just isn't, when you think of micro armor, it isn't just tanks. There's a lot more to it. So let's go down to the table and just take a brief overview about some of the things that I found and how things used to be, and how you could still participate in this wonderful hobby if you choose to. And there's only one way to find out, and that's to go down to the table and discover it. Now, none of this stuff is organized, so I'm going to do my best to kind of just show you what goes on here. And this is just one tray that I happen to find, so we're actually going to zoom in a bit on it here. And the tanks are incredibly small, of course. And let me see if I can even open up some of this stuff. Some of the stuff hasn't been opened up in thousands of years. But just to kind of give you a brief idea how small some of this stuff is. Oh, here we go. I mean, this is how small it is. It can go anywhere from a company to a battalion, and that's what one tank can represent. But it's not just tanks, and painting them is pretty much easy, to be honest with you. Just keeping it. Oh, let's see if we can even focus in on some of this stuff. And this is all GHQ stuff. And as you can see, the scale is incredibly small. And I'm just trying to do everything I can to just so it'll focus. Half painted stuff. But it doesn't even stop there. I mean, you can do even ships in micro armor. There's buildings that you can get. As you see, these are all metal buildings that you can get. And I remember buying some of this at one time, and here wow, you want to go back. Here's a set of stuff, and oh, it doesn't even have, does it have the price on? Oh yes, it does. Look, it was $1.40 back in the day. Okay, World War II 5 Panzer IVs for $1.40, which was a lot of money back then. You can get this bag of brand new. Now, GHQ is another company that does their stuff, and I believe, jeez, I mean, I don't even know what I have anymore, which is just kind of amazing into that. But let's show you another tray here, and we're going to show you a few things here, and just go over it. Ugh. What do we have here? Oh, oh God. The stuff I have. I mean, just and I have like 5 more crates of this, and just finding this is just funny unto itself. As you can see, some Shermans, just to give you, show you that we also have the other side involved here. And you know, I mix in different size things that I just happen to have and stuff like this. There's all kinds of stuff, but I don't even have just that. Ugh, let's move that over. This is all just old lead, if you really think about it. Here's another company, Precision. Yep. You would get your ships this way, because you can get cruisers, and you could do World War 2 ships, and oh god, the stuff that I have. We used to have to mark it down just to see what we have. I mean, and just tons and tons and tons of just lead. These boxes are very heavy, and it's very easy to paint. First of all, you can get as detailed as you want. Believe me, we did at some point. But I was just surprised that I still had so much of this, and I have probably another 5 things of it. And let's just back out a little bit because I want to show you what else, some of the rule sets that you can get. Now you can download the rule sets from GHQ, and you can go on the internet and find some free things. What I used to do is always used to follow these wonderful old books. I don't know if anybody remembers the Courier, but I just found like 60 issues of this, and back in the day it was $5 in '93. All right, now that's fairly late, but always giving you a wonderful background. And I don't know if you guys remember all these DBA armies and all this stuff like that. This is a little blast from the past. A rule set for this type of stuff, you have Spearhead, which was always very good. They would come with different scenarios, some more scenarios. White Star Rising for Spearhead, and it would tell you how to build your boards, which was always fantastic. Then give you all the stuff that you need, any kind of special rules. And these books were very detailed. If you wanted to do stuff from the Normandy to Rhine, you would use this expansion. Or if you wanted to do the Desert Front stuff, you would use this stuff as well. And as you can see how it just changes the boards. It gives you the idea how to get things together and do it from there. And then it's just a matter of scale. Okay. And as you can see, here's your Micro Armour and how you would go about doing that. I actually have the rest of the rules in there. This is just tons of charts that you're going to need and things like that, and player aids, which always really kind of help, huh? It's just amazing the stuff that you come across. But this is just one small set. There's Command and, oh god, I forgot it. I have like so many different sets, rule sets for Micro Armour. So it really comes down to how much detail and how much work you want to put into it. Like I said, you can find very easy rules, or you can find very complex rules. But the main thing is you can still go out and get this stuff. You could paint it up. You could put it go to Hobby Lobby and get little 1-inch boards and build your own companies or battalions or however you want to do it, and have a wonderful experience without having to model a lot, to be honest with you, because you know it depends on how detailed you want to get with these things, and it really comes down to that. And just going through and finding some of these things, and just finding how much things used to cost back in the day. Holy cow. Just the experience of that is a blast from the past. And I think I thought it'd be nice to kind of Wargamer Foundry. How many people remember this place? 25 mils. Yes, you could do things in 25 mil back in the day. 15 mil to 8 mil to 6 mil, which we're dealing with now. And just nice to see all of this old stuff, isn't it? And just remember when things used to feel like you bought something. Wait. Well, let's head up top and get on out of here, and I'll close this out for our return visit to War. Well, there you have it. There's so many rule sets for it. I mean, you can find and download tons of different rule sets, and from very easy to very complex. And you could take your Micro Armour and build it however you want to. It's how you want to display it, how you want to fight it out. You can fight it out on a 3x3. You can fight it out on a 6x10 or a 10x12. it's really how detailed you want to get, and that's the part of the hobby where you get to express yourself if that you choose to, or you can keep it as simple as you possibly can and just play it on a simple piece of green cloth. It doesn't matter. It's how much work you want to put in it to get that feel of realism. If you want to play just to play, or you want to play to reenact and create something. It's truly up to you, and that's the beauty of playing Micro Armour. I think we covered a good deal of it. Now there's just, like I said, so many rule sets. Be sure to check them out, look it up, and you will find a ton of stuff. GHQ actually on their website gives you some free stuff that you can download, which I think is just wonderful to keep the hobby going. So, until next time, for your old pal Rob from War and Pieces, we'll see you soon.